Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into Meta Madness Qualifier number 5. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have got the members of Storm League Enjoyers. On the right, it is going to be Avoiding Same Heroes, and we are going to be having Curse Hollow map number 1 in this lower bracket quarterfinals, as we will have Storm League Enjoyers winning the coin flip, opting for map pick priority. They'll ban away Towers of Doom and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Dragonshire and Infernal Shrines banned away by Avoiding Same Heroes. And as I mentioned, this will be map choice of the side of Storm League Enjoyers. So first pick goes over to Avoiding Same Heroes. We have Meta Madness, 18 heroes banned away. Abathur, Anduin, Blaze, Brightwing, Diablo, Garrosh, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Johanna, Junkrat, Li Ming, Lucio, Maiev, Sergeant Hammer, Sylvanas, Tracer, and Vala. All in one breath once again. So all those will be the heroes banned away, pre-banned. Heroes that are banned at the top of the screen do not add to that list. It's only heroes that are picked and played. I'm trying to find the gray main ban talent. Let's see if I can control find gray. Okay. Apparently that is not on their website updated. I don't know where I would find the updated bans for rule set updates. There we go. Following talent is no longer banned. Greymane's... Oh, so wait, Alpha Killer... No, Alpha Killer's fixed. Apparently Alpha Killer's no longer banned. Alpha Killer... So Alpha Killer actually, at least in Heroes Lounge, it was unbanned on November 22nd. And the reason was, so Greymane's level 16 Alpha Killer talent was banned away, works on all targets, not just heroes. But it looks like it's unbanned, so whatever, never mind. I must have missed that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. Rare Parrot, let's go Poland. Do I not have Rare Parrot in my BTTV? That's weird. Or maybe my BTTV is not working. Zeratul Uther ban on the right-hand side, Avoiding Same Heroes. Alright, they're not going to be giving away, or not going to be letting the enemy team get that Uther. I actually really love the whole Paka Skizikid combo of Uther Malthael in the last game. That was so much fun to see. Muradin first pick to start things out for Avoiding Same Heroes. Dahaka Falstad banned away on the left-hand side. The two globals are gone. But speaking of globals, we still do have Vikings up and available. I don't know if either of these teams have a Vikings player. This is the map to bring them out, but a Chromian Nubrak is a nice start for the side of Storm League Enjoyers. I really like this start because you get good CC combo out from a Nubrak. Chromie's able to dump sand onto the top of enemies' heads, and the burst ability, the delay around the objective is still good too. Excuse me, the burst ability with that combo is strong, and then you also have delay around objective. Rhaegar Greymane will be grabbed with the Muradin as well, okay. We unbanned Alpha Killer because Finland was too OP, we need to counter it. Oh, okay. Makes sense to me. Mid-ban phase from the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Maybe get rid of a solo laner you don't want to deal with. Yrel is something... Yrel actually would be a nice ban on a map like this just to get rid of her displacement. Imperious. No stab. I was talking to Chess Looter last night about Imperious during D&D. And we were talking about talents and stuff like that, and he's just like, nobody takes the spear talent at level 1. And no joke, he was just like, he's like, I don't get why people don't take it. He started out the game, took that spear talent at level 1, got a quadra spear out of a bush onto the enemy team, and I think they got a quadra kill as well. They managed to repeat that so many times that in the scrim, if I'm not mistaken, the enemy team that they were scrimming against were like, please stop. I always think of, and then immediately my brain went to this.
Stop! Stop! He's already dead.
That's where my brain went to immediately when he was telling me that story. Anyway, Stukov will be banned away with that Imperious as well. We got ourselves an ETC Tyrande, alright. So we get a global factor with the ETC stage dive. Big question is it going to be another bruiser frontliner for the side of Storm League Enjoyers, hypercarry Chromie, or will they pick up some sort of auto attacker? I'd like to see some sort of sustained damage on the side of Storm League Enjoyers. I don't hate the idea of a Tychus potentially. His siege damage is really good. Draken Laser Drill has got great zoning potential. Commandeer Odin is great for sieging or team fighting. But Rainer's also not a bad idea either. You can get tons of poke damage with Rainer, as well as Hyperion or Banshee. Sonya Samuro on the right-hand side. I think Avoiding Same Heroes has such a good draft. The Please Stop was me and Schumann repeatedly Judgment, Sulfur smashing Ektar's Anduin. Oh, and it was Ektar as well? It was Ektar as well? Oh my god. You should have kept doing it more. I've not played much shots in a while. Remind me what Imperious Spear level 1 does. I believe it's cooldown reduction, right? Isn't that the Spear level 1? CDR when you land a big spear. Yeah. And big Q and short. Yeah. There you go. Yep. Stark's already got it. Chess Imperious also landed a 4-man stab in 15-second mark, and the enemy team all died right there. Yeah, that's what Chess was telling me last night. That's when I said blessed be the chess bush, and it came out as a muddle of words because I had a few beers during D&D. A few. All right, chat, let's get into this. I apologize. We're all over the place, but we're having a good time today. Let's go load on into Cursed Hollow, map number 1 in our second best of 3 of the day. I hope you're all having a great time. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a follow. If you would like to support further, it's always very much appreciated. If you are watching over on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe so we can grow the YouTube page a bit more. And if you're not subscribed over there and you're watching here on Twitch, jump over to the YouTube. We put one video out per day at 9 a.m. PST. Left-hand side of the map, we've got Storm League Enjoyers, an Aether ETC, Lovekull on Tyrande, Itrax will be our Anubarak, Alvarez on Chromie, and the player name that I do not believe I ever get right, we got Aryan will play a Thrall. To the right-hand side of the map, we've got Bish on Muradin for Avoiding Same Heroes, My Greymane, Ren Rhaegar, Holpaka for our Samuro. GG, well played, go next. And we'll see a Skizakid Sonya. So a little bit of a role swapping right there. We'll start the prediction after we kind of see what the initial matchups and brawling will be, but that might not be much, if any, available. Level 1 for Thrall will be rolling Thunder, Beetles for a Anubarak, Ranger on the Tyrande, Block Party ETC, and Timewalker's Pursuit for our Chromie. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, Sonya will have Slam at level 1. She'll try and wiggle her way out of this engagement. Anubarak lands the Burrow Charge immediately. Here comes the rest of the team. Greymane dives in onto the enemies as well, looking for some razor swipes. This Tyrande lands, or it might have been Anubarak with an Impale, but Tyrande still goes down. First blood over to the side of Avoiding Same Heroes. As we start up our prediction, let's see what's going to happen here. Way of the Wind for Samuro, level 1, Viciousness Greymane. As I mentioned, Slam for Sonya, Dwarf Block on the Muradin. And last but not least, we'll have Wolfheart for Rhaegar. Bish is Muradin. I really got to figure out how to properly say their full name. It's like Bish. Anyways, I honestly swear that they were in stream once and they were like, no, Bish is fine. Dwarf toss out. This is also, by the way, this is the player that has one of the best Hanzos I've ever casted. And they're currently just playing Muradin. Thank you. Hey, we're always happy to help here. If you ever have a question, by all means, throw it in chat. If I can't answer it, I'm sure one of my viewers knows the answer. We have a very, very good community here. Very welcoming. Mid lane does have double Bruiser Camp crashing here. Anubarak trying to clear this out. Thrall helping out a little bit with Tyrande playing safe by the fort front gate. Meanwhile, Samuro in the top lane puts some pressure onto the ETC as he power slides in. He's going to go into... It's not Pinball Wizard 4, it's Loudspeaker level 4, right? Pinball Wizard, I believe, is at level 7. Oh, wow, we got some big believers on Avoiding Same Heroes, but we still have some odds on Storm League Enjoyers because the gamble is still up. The gamble is still up for a moment or two. Anubarak Burrows trying to create some space for Tyrande to back away. Itrax is not going to be able to get out of this alive. Mid-camp is going to crash onto the fort front gate, and Anubarak will go down. Second kill to the side of Avoiding Same Heroes as they start up this map. Pretty good. Honestly, it's a pretty good start for avoiding same heroes. Samuro's not getting a ton of value in top lane, but he is constantly pushing into the ETC. It's not like ETC's able to threaten this Samuro back. So right now, top lane seems pretty good for our Samuro player, Hopaka. We've also got Mirage level 4 on said Samuro. Down in bottom lane, Tyrande throws a Lunar Flare right on top of Thrall to zone back the enemies. Ren getting so very low gets the healing globe, or the regeneration globe, from Greymane clearing the wave, and that's going to be the end of the siege in bottom. 7 talent tier almost here for the side of avoiding same heroes. No, we're not. We're afraid of strangers. No, strangers are friends you just have not made. Strangers are friends you've not made yet. Except for the strangers that are like, hey, would you like to buy some beef out of my trunk? It's like, no, dude, I'm good. Maybe avoid those strangers. Maybe avoid those ones. Tyrande throwing a Sentinel back. Lunar Flare does get thrown out as well. Nubrak burrowing in. Impale as well. There's the burrow, excuse me. ETC trying to threaten onto Samuro. Hopaka is revealed by Chromie's Time Walker's Pursuit. It looks like Time Walker's Pursuit is not broken by the instant, not the instant transmission, it's the mirror images. Bottom fort has gone down. Sonya Skizikid is like, I'll just go siege while you guys have a good time in top lane. Trunk beef. Some of you may think I'm joking, but that is 100% a real thing. Especially in like the Midwest and stuff where people go hunting and they'll have like excess deer that they might try and sell. Deer's pretty good. It's nothing I'd like. I'm not crazy for it or anything like that. I also don't care for hunting. I don't care for guns, period. Not my jam. Chromie on the left-hand side will be grabbing a camp. Tyrande to help out with that as our ETC sets up for this objective. It's 1 out of 3 favoring the side of Storm League Enjoyers. We're going to cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what the damage healing experience does look like as 10 talent tiers are rounding through in favor of avoiding same heroes. They do have a bit of an experience advantage by almost a level from some of those early game kills and probably some camps. A bit of a split fight. Samuro's trying to pull the enemy team, but it looks like he's pulled an Anubrak to top lane, and that will be Samuro going down. The boss does go over to the side of avoiding same heroes, and ETC will pick up the objective in bottom lane. So kind of a good split moment for Storm League Enjoyers. They get the kill, they get the objective, but they will lose boss in this top lane. Murden has the piercing bolt value right now. And we'll see how much is lost in this top lane, but there's still so many Storm League Enjoyers up here that I think they should be able to clear out boss. It's going to get fort front gate for sure and a couple slaps onto the fort. Did I get Taco Bell last night? I actually didn't. Oh, beautiful leap follow-up to Murden's engagement with his Dwarf Toss in Stormbolt. I think he went Skullcracker level 7 as well. Nicely done, and this is going to be a confirmed fort in top lane, favoring avoiding same heroes. That trade that I had mentioned earlier, no longer that good. But no, I did not get Taco Bell yesterday. I finished stream, let Bandit out, I ran to the grocery store, I got sausages, I got bread, and I bought 2 beers for D&D. Two big Foster cans for D&D. I only drank one of them during the session. But I was about to go to Taco Bell, and I was like, I'm just gonna walk Bandit. I had frozen burritos in the freezer, so I was like, I'll just make those after D&D. And yeah, that was that. As much as I wanted the Taco Bell, I was like, I'll be a good boy today. I got food in the house. I'll make food. It's Philip Trunk Beef the Third Esquire. He's a lawyer? Damn, Philip. Tyrande Lunar Flare not connecting, slowing Sands zoning. Time trap onto Hopaka here. By the way, heroics, just to note really quickly, it's a Blade Storm Samuro. Stage dive ETC was expected. Earthquake on the Thrall. Nubrak cocoons onto this Rhaegar. There's the dive into Greymane. He's going to be picked off immediately. Earthquake from Thrall activated as well. Sonya leapt in during that fight and she doesn't get any sort of counter kill. And Storm League Enjoyers come out on top of this team fight, but the big thing to note is they also will be getting Curse here. Samuro's like, all right, you know what? If we lost that team fight, maybe I can at least put some pressure onto mid lane Fort. They won't, I don't think they'll lose this because, yeah, the face melt from ETC pretty much clears out the vast majority of the minion wave getting value there. Samuro goes to top lane. Blade storms that very quickly. For our Samuro fans in chat, I do believe, yeah, it was yesterday, there was a Dance of Death level 20 Samuro, so we might see that. Oh, there's a DC Greymane, so we'll probably have a, yep, there's a pause. Oh, we can start talking about Taco Bell again. Yeah, I don't know, I got to the point where I was done grocery shopping, and I was like, honestly, I would rather just walk Bandit. So I came back and walked Bandit and had some fun hanging out, playing D&D with buddies. It was a really good session yesterday. What's up, Kalis? You're just in time. You're just in time for the pause. All right. Well, it's 0-0 so far in this map number 1, second best of 3 of the day. I believe we had one best of 3. We're in our second of the day. There's another one after this, a lower bracket final, and then grand final. So we got 5 maps today, 5 matches today. Depending on how the other lower bracket quarterfinals is going, we might jump into that if it's still running while we're still in this. But I do believe the other side of the lower bracket, or I guess the other matchup in this lower bracket, is on par and pace with what we are doing right here. Miss the chicken quesarito. What's up, Foo Fighter? Maybe I get Taco Bell today. We'll see. We'll see. I did just pay my credit card bill. It wasn't anything crazy, but I was like, I paid my credit card bill and I was like, I gotta buy Christmas presents soon. Which honestly, a lot of my Christmas presents are stuff that I am mailing that I've made. Every year I make my mom 2 calendars with a bunch of Bandit photos. One for, she has like in her office at work, she puts one and then she keeps one at home. And then I'm gonna mail her a painting that she absolutely loves. I don't care for the painting personally, but she loves it. She's like, it's like Impressionism. And I was like, hey, if you like it, Mom, I will send it to you. And then my parents have really got into bird watching and stuff like that since my dad's retired and they go on a lot of hikes. So I think I'm gonna get my dad like a bird watching book and also a book about seeds, which I know is a weird thing, but he's got a big green thumb. He's honest to God, he's an amazing gardener. It makes sense too because he is a chemist, so he really understands how to make, keep plants alive. You did some Pokemon Go raids this afternoon. My fingers nearly froze off. Got home, decided to take a hot shower to defrost my fingers. Good call. Good call. You don't, because once you get your body, once your core temperature's down, it's so hard to get it back up. That's actually like, I'll go snowboarding and I'll be sweating the entire time. But every time I go snowboarding, I have to get in the hot tub afterwards. Otherwise, I'm in like 2 pairs of sweats, 2 sweaters, a long sleeve, a heavy, thick blanket, and I'm still like shivering. I struggle getting my core temperature back up, so that was a smart call from you, bud. You also avoid getting sick that way. Muradin inside the cocoon right now. The Ronda Lunar Flare. He gets the Avatar activation in time, but I still think he's dead. No way! Good Ancestor healing, leaping from Sonya! And Skizakid. That leap was kind of the nail in the coffin of the fight. Not really the nail in the coffin. It was kind of the pause of the fight, or the like, hey, no, we're done. Fight denial? I don't know, man. My brain's we're trying to wake up today. It's a struggle. Let's see if we just chug more tea. That'll fix things. But yeah, Christmas time is always like, oh boy. I also got to start working on the Christmas cards for all of you. I got to start addressing those and such. Little reveal from Chrome. Stormbolt thrown back by Muradin. Those heals, though. I know, right, Broshin? How you doing today, bud? Hope you've had a great Sunday. Hope your Saturday was fantastic. 16 talents, your advantage to the side of avoiding same heroes. 3 to 2 kills favoring our right side team. And Sonya and crew are threatening into this. Nubarak Curse Bullet goes, makes the connection as well. ETC stage dives in, and Thrall is able to get the kill onto Greymane, so a traded kill right there. But our Thrall is getting really low. He'll fall over on the left-hand side of the fight. We have a Tyrande getting picked off by Sonya. ETC spin or trying to rush on out of here, but I believe Sonya's got the no escape level 13. The turn onto wait, someone will get the last auto attack onto Chromie. So they almost all left. They all were just like, oh yeah, someone else will get the last auto. Nicely done though. A beautiful quadra kill picked up by the side of avoiding same heroes. And Sonya goes back to top lane. She'll start working on that wave. We've got mid lane being opened up. A Nubarak burrow charges in. But Murden's got the dwarf launch and he's out of here. So you get to Maryland, which is a good lots of miles for you. Oh, hey, I'm glad to hear, bud. I hope your travels are safe. I hope it goes by quick. And I wish you safe travels. I'm glad to hear you got a shipment. Despite wearing gloves, you can only control your blood flow. It seems to keep them warm. You know what you could look into? I don't know how well they work with Pokemon Go and stuff, but there are gloves that work with smartphones. My parents bought me a pair a long time ago when I first got Bandit. I don't use my phone when I'm out walking Bandit, but it does work. Like I tried it out. I was like, oh, this is neat, but typically when I walk Bandit, that's the time when I'm like, no phone, no nothing. Like I just enjoy the walk and, you know, little break for my eyeballs. Murden goes down while I talk about walking Bandit, and we are at 16 to 18 in our levels, 4 to 7 in kills. The boss in top lane will push through. We've got a camp over here on the right-hand side, grabbed by avoiding same heroes. Murden dead for the next 35 seconds as Samuro is looking to grab this objective down in bottom lane, but maybe ETC will deny or slow that down. Granted, oh, Sonya misses the spear. Samuro pops the mirror images, and he's able to break the wrist, walk away. Fingerless gloves, that's a great option, honestly, Stark. That's actually a really smart idea. You have those and your fingers still get cold, Kalis? All right, Kalis. Well, the answer is simple. The answer is very simple. Just get thicker fingers. Easy. You could get little what's it called? The little hand warmers. You could always get those. You could actually probably buy electric ones of that, and that'll probably keep your hands warmer. I've always been the weird guy. Like, it'll be the middle of a snowstorm, and we go snowboarding, and I'll finish a run, and I'll be sitting on the chairlift with my gloves off. Like, it's just I don't know. It's weird. I'll be snow blowing the driveway in the middle of a snowstorm with feet of snow around me, and I'm just gloveless. I don't know what it is, man. Alright, well, boss and bottom lane quickly to the side of avoiding same heroes. Nubarak is looking to jump in, maybe, but they don't have 20 talents here. Yeah, I was about to say. Nubarak throws an impale, and that's the end of that. Murden dwarf tossing. He wants to chase down Itrax. Unfortunately, the burrow charge is going to be a little too far away, and Bish can't chase down this Nubarak. Sentinel with the Harsh Moonlight, as well as the Empower level 13-16. Will get a little bit of damage. Gilnean Cocktail through the gate. That's a... Oh my... Did she go Crater? Stage dive in from ETC. Ancestral Healing is on the wrong character. But it will get the splash shield to some allies, so it's not that big of a deal. Greymane with the Inner Beast active, poking onto the enemies. Murden gets the dwarf launch out in time. Boss is crashing onto Keep right now in this bottom lane as the gate has already fallen. Murden's trait kicks in for a moment, but that's going to be denied since the Earthquake pulses do deal a little bit of damage. It's 101 damage right now. Impale onto Greymane, not that big of a deal. Hopaka steps in, another dwarf toss in. Murden. Oh, there's another leap from Sonya, but the crater's not good. She'll spear out and leave Murden inside the crater. You live in Wisconsin, we snowblower shorts and sand. Oh, dude, I'll shovel the deck in, like, because you can't really see into my backyard well, but I'll shovel the deck in my underwear and like a sweater and flip-flops. Yeah, no, I get you. You don't move to Tahoe unless you, well, I mean, not unless, but the vast majority of people, you move to Tahoe because you like snow. You don't move here and be like, God, I hate winters. If you hate winters, don't move here. Go to Sacramento or something, man. It's not me being judgy. It's just move to Sacramento. It's you won't get winter. Rhaegar jumps in, bit of damage as we have our Murden grabbing a camp for mid lane with the help of some allies. 20 talent tier still slowly coming through for Storm League enjoyers. Chromie's already got her level 20 as she does have that trait for talents 2 levels early. So she'll have the Piercing Sands level 20. Samuro was just having some illusions in top lane, but he'll be able to make his way down towards bottom. At least I thought I saw ETC working on that. Sentinel scouts out that the camp is being worked on, but a lot of the Storm League enjoyers are turtled up right now, waiting for that 20 talent tier through these minion waves crashing in. You have one pair that was worn out in a week. You need to get less tougher fingers. You need thicker and less tough fingers. That's it.
Or face my curse. The choice is
You need Shrek fingers like my old construction boss. The dude had Shrek hands. He would literally like rip up concrete with his bare hands, no gloves or anything like that. And it was the concrete with the metal wire inside, the metal mesh. And that stuff tears up your hands if you're not careful. Big leap in from Sonya. Stage dive from the ETC as Rhaegar's inside a cocoon. Earthquake and Starfall activated. Ancestral healing with the Farseer's Blessing. Splash will get Murden up a little bit more in HP as his avatar is activated. And the Shaman in the mid lane camp is also going to provide some spell armor, denying some of that Chromie poke damage. That'll be cleared out. Greymane still has Inner Beast active. He's got Blunderbuss level 20, so he's got that splash beyond his target. And a curse will be picked up by Samuro that locks down these keeps. Sonya slamming, jamming. Greymane has his Inner Beast active still. I'm curious what he's at right now. 41 stacks, leaping from Sonya. Curse bullet from the Greymane, and ETC is going down. It's barbecue for breakfast, everybody. Lunging in from Greymane, and it looks like Avoiding Same Heroes will take a fairly strong map number 1. Oh no, wait, hold on. Why are they ending? They can't end. There's a boss to be grabbed. There's a boss, there's siege charge. You're gonna lose your fort! Oh my god. They may have gotten the quadra kill, but they lost the game. No, I'm just kidding. Avoiding Same Heroes will take map number 1. GG, well played. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The ads should just about be finished out as we load on into our draft number 2 for our second best of 3 of the day. We've got Storm League enjoyers versus Avoiding Same Heroes. And Avoiding Same Heroes did have a dominant map number 1 on Cursed Hollow. I wouldn't say, oh no, it was pretty dominant. Towers of Doom and Tomb of the Spider Queen banned up by Storm League enjoyers. Dragonshire and Infernal Shrines banned up by Avoiding Same Heroes. Cursed Hollow was the first map chosen by Storm League enjoyers. They won the coin flip and wanted map pick priority. So Storm League enjoyers did not get their way on map number 1. Storm League enjoyers lost that map, as I had mentioned. They opted for first pick priority as a losing team, so Avoiding Same Heroes will be the ones to choose to take us to this map. Wait, hold on. Did I miss? Nope, I read something wrong. Hold on.
Who the hell's that? That's not what's his name.
I have something backwards here.
I graduated. Must be the new one.
No, I have it backwards. My bad.
That's supposed to be a
Prime sub. Wait.
Besides my fingers, the bottom half of my face also got cold. At least that's easy to fix.
Yeah, grow a beard. Kalis, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 38 months. I appreciate that so very much. I know why things are so confusing. the team swapped sides. I did have it correct, but they did swap sides. Oh, man. The team swapped sides on me. I was like, what is going on with this? Why is this so confusing? I was like, why does the right side have first pick? All right, so there we go. So SLE, because we have iTrax as Storm League Enjoyers. Yeah, they swapped sides on us, and I don't know why they did that. That makes no sense, but okay. I just subbed. Why am I getting ads? You must have been at the usually you have to refresh once you sub. It was a warm-up loss. Do you watch the Krampus movie on Krampus night? Yes. That is my tradition. I bought that movie years ago. Every year I watch the Krampus movie. Love it. It's a good like holiday horror film because it's got some great comedy in it. The bastards. Good to see you, Island. You're making up words now. I always do. By the way, if I missed any of you in chat, welcome into the stream. I hope you're all having a great Sunday. Sorry, my hip is like throbbing today. It's something weird. Maybe there's a storm coming. Oh, my hip hurts. There must be a storm on the horizon. First pick Falstead for the side of Storm League Enjoyers. As I mentioned, the players did swap sides for some weird reason. Imperious Kerrigan banned away. Dahaka Uther will be banned away as well. So we have first pick Falstead. We will have a Zeratul Urel on the side of Avoiding Same Heroes. I like that. I like that start for Garden of Terror. You got the roaming Zeratul Urel for solo lane. She can grab camps pretty good. Righteous Hammer's great into Siege Giants to bop them into the fort range so you can easily clear them out. Falstead was the first pick. What are they going to pair into that? They're looking for some sort of like Wind Tunnel Dive combo, and it will be Stukov variant. Okay. Is it a... I mean, it's always been Taunt variant, but I'd love to see a Colossal Smash. With his weather predicting hips. These hips don't lie. Actually, it's just this one hip don't lie. Do we actually have a storm on the way? It is kind of overcasty today. Leoric is banned out. All right. We have not seen a lot of Leoric because he has not had the opportunity to play in these games. Nope, today it's going to be 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow's 50. 54 on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, we've got rain and snow. And there's a storm building in the mid-December right now, but it's kind of... there's a sunny day peeking through all that. I always go snowboarding on my birthday, but I don't know if there'll be snow to snowboard on my birthday. We will also be doing casting that day as well, so I'll be casting Meta Madness, and then I'll skedaddle out of here to go snowboarding and eat a pizza and stuff. So Stitches, Lee York were banned out. All right. For the Storm League Enjoyers draft, I'd really like them to pick up a mage so that way they can taunt Lurking Arm into like a Jaina Blizzard and stuff like that. But there's the Jaina stolen away by Avoiding Same Heroes. So Avoiding Same Heroes have so much good value right now. Good lockdown baseline, good control, good burst ability, strong burst ability. Well, with the Jaina already taken, maybe they consider a Mephisto. I don't hate the idea of a Mephisto here either, on a map like this. Gul'dan's available too, actually. They could go into Gul'dan. Alright, it is Zul Medivh. You'd personally like to see Twin Blades variant. Well, unless it's a main tank Zul, I don't think we're going to see Twin Blades, but you never know. You never know. Maybe Storm League Enjoyers will go for broke. Malfurion to round out the draft. I think Avoiding Same Heroes have a stellar draft. I think they have an insanely good draft. Innervate for the Jaina Zeratul, control with Urel Maganus. Yeah, I like this draft quite a bit. Oh, I like it a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and write up a prediction here. So Avoiding Same Heroes is now on the left-hand side, and Storm League Enjoyers on the right. Okay. Make sure I get the prediction correct for all of you at the sides. And we're loading on into map number 2 of the day in our second best of 3. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thanks for coming through. Let's check out game number 2.
Battle begins shortly, heroes.
Ren will play Malfurion for the side of Avoiding Same Heroes. Skizakid Mal'Ganis. Mai on this Yrel will have a Jaina played by Holpaka. And last but not least, we've got a Bish Zeratul. To the right side of our map, looking for a game number 3 in the second best of 3 in the lower bracket quarterfinals. Storm League Enjoyers. Lovko will be your Stukov, Alvarez, Medivh, Itrax Varian, Aryan on Falstad, and Aether for your Zool.
Spread my spores.
You don't need a tank when you just kill the enemies fast. Why did you put a Kappa at the end of that? You don't need a Kappa, that's true. That's like saying you have to draft an Immortal Burner on Battlefield of Eternity. If you just win the team fight, you can take your sweet old time on that fight. Oh, goodbye, Medivh. No, he's alive! Portal saves. Alvarez will not lose any early stackage. And Zeratul works his way towards top lane. Alright, well then. That is a start right there. Little engagement, no loss on the Medivh stacks. I was clenched for Alvarez there. Thank you, Ash Mantle, for the gamble. Yes, we do have the gamble up and available. You got 2 minutes to get your gambles in. As a reminder, Avoiding Same Heroes on the left-hand side, Storm League Enjoyers on the right. The teams did swap sides, and Holpaka will be the first kill of the game. Righteous Hammer, there's a lurking arm underneath this Yrel. Mal'Ganis comes through with some Fell Claws on Night Rush onto a few. But that will not be a kill for the side of Avoiding Same Heroes. And as I mentioned, they lost their Jaina. She's already respawned. Big gambles on Storm League Enjoyers, a little bit for Avoiding Same Heroes. And that's a little surprising, to be honest. Avoiding Same Heroes have had some really good games today on the stream. So will this be... We could see a map number 3, but I really love the Zeratul Jaina combo. Probably going to see Ring VP. No. I'd actually really like to see Water Elemental and Might of the Nerazim. Because Might of the Nerazim, post level 16, Zeratul can dang near one-shot a Falstad. So I would like to actually see the burst ability from Might of the Nerazim, as well as just more sustained damage with Water Elemental. Also, Wintermute level 20 is dumb powerful, because the Water Elemental then also uses Frost Shard, I believe is the name of the basic ability, as well as the Cone of Cold. Night Rush onto Itrax. Righteous Hammer bops them out of position, but the protection, the Force of Will from Medivh is going to save for a moment. Backlash activated. No, that's actually Shade activated by Zool. Night Rush will be connecting into Itrax, but he's able to get a portal. Taunt from Varian. Mal'Ganis still putting damage into the fort front gate. Zeratul chilling in top lane up against the Falstad, who did go into auto attack build for the Falstad. Lion's Fang level 1 on the Varian. 16 stacks on our Medivh, sorry. 7 regeneration globes on Jaina, 7 regeneration globes on the Zeratul. Thank you for the follow, Exen. Much appreciated. Uh-oh. Taunt onto Yrel, the lurking arm underneath as well. It's a low blow Stukov, and that damage is really helping out. A Night Rush into a root, into a sleep. Is sleep into root, into sleep. The bird was taking a bit of a nap right there. Zeratul continues to soak up top lane as Zool has made his way up here. First objective is up and available, and it's been kind of ignored for the last minute, because it does pop up at 2:30 on this map. And we got a nice big gamble between these two teams. Thank you all so much for participating. Oh, I heard a taunt from Varian, but yeah, Mal'Ganis is absolutely fine. Meanwhile, taking a look back over to this Bruiser camp on the top right of our map, we are going to be seeing a quick camp clear from Falstad Zool. Zeratul might scout this out. He's going to be in the... Oh, he's going to try and land the Singularity Spike. Unfortunately, won't be able to do so. Medivh scouts out this camp on the left-hand side. We have still first objective being ignored by both teams. Yrel looking to jump in here. There's Zeratul blinking over the wall, lands the Singularity Spike. Righteous Hammer onto that Mage. Try and push away the spell armor that Falstad can get from that Mage, but Camp's cleared out. Falstad lives. Seed goes over to the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Jaina gonna play it safe here in bottom lane. She's not gonna try and step out for a regeneration globe. 12 out of the 20 on her level 1. 1,800 out of the 12,000 she needs for the improved ice block. Let's go ahead and cycle through those other numbers, get an idea of what the damage healing experience looks like right now. As the 10s will be popping up at the top of your screen, except for Varian, but we'll just keep an eye on what he ends up doing. Will he charge every 4 seconds, or does his W protect? I'm going to assume it's a charge because he's already got Force of Will from Medivh. Granted, if he goes into shield wall, he's not pulling a protection from, he's not pulling a Force of Will from Medivh, so might be one of those situations where you take shield wall so Medivh can Force of Will some other allies in a team fight. We'll have to see what the game plan is. As I mentioned, that 10 talent tier coming through soon. You got stats at the bottom of your screen, a bunch of camps to be grabbed around the map, and the second seed will be here, top center of this Garden of Terror, map number 2, second best of 3 of the day. Zeratul is able to blink out in bottom, not going to be threatened by Zul's Bone Prison. All right. More scouting out from Medivh. What's up, Big Sid? Good to see you, bud. Root, Taunt, Lurking Arm. Flailing Swipes kind of saving the Urel right there as Mal'Ganis comes through with a Night Rush. It is Might of the Nerazim. It is the Water Elemental. We've got Twilight Dream from Malfurion. It is going to be Shield Wall for that Varian. Gust from Falstad, Poison Nova Zul, Leyline Seal from Medivh, and Flailing Swipes, as we already saw, out of the Stukov. Meanwhile, Hopaka in top lane got some decent burst damage onto that Falstad. He'll be forced back. And Hopaka gets most of the fort front gate with these Siege Giants. Gonna chill in the bush for the time being. Zeratul's on his way up here as well. Frost Shard, there's a Shade activated. No kill into Zul, but good threat onto his health bar as this second objective is still up and available for contest. Not sure if anyone's going to be going for this immediately, but 2-2 in kills. Gust from Falstad was already used, and I think that was actually earlier when Hopaka was threatening on this fort front gate. It is a 60-second cooldown for Gust. Righteous Hammer bops Zul around. Okay. We wait patiently. Hopaka's done with regeneration globes from level 1. A portal set up by Medivh, but it's just feigning the enemy is around. In actuality, Itrax and friends just got here. Leyline Seal down from Medivh. They're looking at this Malfurion. He gets the Twilight Dream out, but Hopaka's going to get bursted down by Falstad as well. Gust out from Falstad, pushes the enemies, pushes the Water Elemental and the Urel away. Portal maybe chase Skizikid. This will be second of 3 seeds over to the side of Storm League Enjoyers. And they're going to get Fort Front Gate in top lane. Oh, maybe they won't, actually. Medivh, by the way, 27 stacks on his baseline Arcane Rift, 20 level 1 stacks on the Falstad, 16 out of 25 for the Varian's Lion's Fang, and Zeratul and Jaina are done with their Shadow Hunter and Mana Addict, or excuse me, Fingers of Frost. Taunt, Lurking Arm, Cleanse from Malfurion, and the portal allows the allies to back away from this top lane siege. Zeratul managing mid, Zul pushes up bottom lane, and he might confirm a fort down here, but he's gonna play it safe. He doesn't want to overextend in the lane and get picked off by a rotation, because there is the Zeratul. As I had mentioned, Might of the Nerazim can be a little scary, especially with, excuse me, level 16, not Mending Strikes. Oh yes, the Mending Strikes, oh no! But Mending Strikes are nice for Zeratul. Basic attacks heal for 35% of the damage dealt, so that is nice for Zeratul to have in these team fights. 13 apiece in our levels. It is going to be the Juggernaut, level 13 on Varian, so the 4% when he charges. Looks like it's the Echoes of Death, so we'll probably see Decrepify as well as Mortal Wound at 1620. I would expect Spectral Scythes at 16 and 20, because also you have the Reaper's Toll at 4. Reduce the cooldown of Spectral Sight by 2 seconds, and its mana cost by 15. Sexy Scythes. Medivh, 27 stacks still, sets up a portal. Hopaka does not care. Varian does not get a stack, nor does he delay out the objective. 1 out of 3 seeds. Mal'Ganis goes in with the Night Rush. Will connect onto Azul. Yrel with the Avenging Wrath over the wall. There's going to be a nice Tranquility from Malfurion. Gus from Falstad pushes a few enemies away. The Leyline Seal down from Medivh. Ardent Defender activated by Yrel as well. And she goes right back in, looking for the Falstad. 2 HP, and Zeratul is able to confirm the kill. Yrel rushes on out, has the Divine Steed. A nice kill onto Falstad in bottom lane, as our 4th seed of the game will be in the top right of the map. Sexual sides, yes. I'm glad that's when chat, like, pops their head up. We can have, like, an amazing team fight. People, silence. I accidentally say sexual sides. People are like, hello? I love that that's what people perk up for. I'm not judging. It's comical to me. 10,500 for Hopaka's improved ice block. 1,500 or so to go on that, I believe, damage-wise. It's 12,000? Yeah, it's 12,000. So not too much to go onto that one. A little bit of burst onto an enemy hero. Hold on in top lane. There's a cleanse from Malfurion. Hopaka's trying to chase in. Portal set up by Medivh. But as I mentioned, a little bit of damage was needed. Improved ice block is finished out. Portal was set up by Medivh and threatened a bit onto the health bar of Zul. Gus from Falstad pushing Yrel away. Hopaka now getting chunked. Silence from Malfurion gets the counter kill. Meanwhile, Zul is able to get away with the force of will. He's considering jumping back in. Speaking of jumping in, Yrel jumps over the wall. Flailing swipes have pushed back the enemy, but Varian is isolated from the team. The Leyline Seal coming out once again from Medivh. No level 16. He doesn't have the cooldown reduction from Temporal Flux, but this is Ren getting the channel, and Malfurion will pick up the 2nd of 3 seeds to the allied team of Avoiding Same Heroes. Many things tend to perk up for sexual things.
Give me that ding dong!
Yes, indeed. All right. Zeratul to bottom lane. 16s on both sides. There's the Temporal Flux, as I mentioned, for Medivh. We'll see the Decrepify on Zul. We've got ourselves Ares Gust for Falstad. Super Strain on Stukov. And Varian's holding, I assume it's Banner of Dalaran. Maybe he goes Ironforge? No, I doubt it. I don't think you want Banner of Stormwind. I saw, this is one of my favorite things about Reddit. I was skimming through and I saw, I didn't even read into it, but it was a post about Varian banners and why Banner of Dalaran is the only banner choice. And it was, I opened it up and it was paragraphs about how taking anything about Banner of Dalaran is not worth it. I just scrolled, like I was like, this is too much to read. I'm happy or I'm sad for you, but I don't know. I just found it so funny, like paragraphs about how a level 16 Varian, and I was just like, I'm not reading all this. Reddit has good things. Nope, not really. Actually, it does have cute animals. That's usually the main reason to scroll through. Also, there's a subreddit for pizza. And that is the one subreddit that I constantly scroll through. It's just photos of people's pizza. I don't read any of the comments. I don't read any of the, like, I use this dough. It's just photos of pizza, and I'm like, hell yeah. Like swipes out from the Stukov. Barrel roll from Falstad into a better position as the mid lane engagement is going to be blind as a bat, Skizza Kid. Stukov's the one to go down. Medivh is done with stacks. We also will see a Twilight Dream from Malfurion, Poison Nova, Zul. Jaina does go down. Meanwhile, there's a taunt onto Mal'Ganis, as well as... Oh, he gets the Carrion Swarm in time. We'll get some healing. Portal set up by Medivh. Righteous Hammer bops back this Varian in the mid lane. Hammering from Falstad. Keep in mind, he's got Secret Weapon. When that hammering's out, the auto attack damage is increased as well. Birds with Arms is quite funny. Ooh, I'll have to add that to my list. Thank you. Yeah, like, I think it's like Lovecraft, Calvin and Hobbes, Pizza, and Here's the Storms are like the subreddits that I check. And even then, as I said, I barely read the Here's the Storm one, because 80% of the posts are, Microsoft's gonna be saved. Microsoft's gonna save HOTS. And here's why. I've never made a game in my entire life, but this is why Microsoft will save HOTS. Like 80% of the posts are that. Or it's like, hi, who's still streaming HOTS? It's like you could just open up Twitch, but apparently you need to ask an entire Reddit about it. Top lane fort will not go down. Falstad makes this rotation up here quick enough.
Seed is sprouted. The anticipation is building.
Alright, Siege Giant camp over here on the right-hand side. 20 talent here, almost here for the members of Avoiding Same Heroes. They have 2 out of 3 seeds, mind you. Blizzard, Root, and such onto the Zool, but he's not that threatened. There's a blind as a bat, but it's met with a taunt as well as a Root. There's going to be a Poison Nova, and Skizikid will not fall. He actually still had blind as a bat active a little bit right there, as Zeratul jumps into the backline and finds a quick double kill.
Double kill.
Unfortunately, Stukov's Lurking Arm will shut down Zeratul. Meanwhile, Carrion Swarm to try and heal up off of a few of these enemies. Skizikid considering they have... Oh, wait, they had the level 20! I was like, why is Medivh all of a sudden asleep? The Carrion Swarm ended. It's because the level 20 Seeker Swarm. Seeker Swarm. Upon expiring, Carrion Swarm bats seek nearby enemy heroes, dealing 289 scaling damage and sleeping them for 2.5 seconds. Malfurion with Lunar Shower, Shadow Stride Zeratul. There's the Winter Mute for the Jaina, as I was mentioning in draft. Increase the cast range of Water Elemental by 50%, and Water Elemental will now mimic Jaina's basic abilities for 50% damage. But I hate the verbiage on that because it does not cast Blizzard. It only will be casting... Is it Frost? I always forget the name. Is it Frost Bolt? I always want to say Frost Shard. But the Water Elemental only does Frost Bolt and Cone of Cold. I do not believe it casts Blizzards. But Bahamut, the text would be longer. Okay, there's talent. There's talents that got paragraphs of information. Also, really wouldn't add that much to it. Mid fort goes down. The 20 talents here, almost here for Storm League enjoyers, but it does feel like the game is really starting to... The pressure's really starting to close in on the side of Storm League enjoyers. Oh, wow, we're gonna go Adriel's Visage. Poison Nova heals for 50% of the damage dealt, and duration is increased by 50%. Glory to the Alliance for Varian, Wind Tunnel for Falstad as Zeratul jumps in trying to get the burst damage needed to take him down, but won't be able to do so. Controlled Chaos on the Stukov, and Medivh cheats. Zeratul makes it out of top lane just fine. The Garden Terror phase is over. Bottom lane, though. Night Rush activated. Zool trying to back away. Will activate his Shade at level 1. Sorry, I was trying to remember the name. I hear a Falstad Flight somewhere. There it is. Wind Tunnel onto the Malfurion. He's split from the allies. Jaina's over here as well. A portal set up by Medivh as Falstad just goes to 0 so very quickly. Leyline Seal. There's a Night Rush as well. Poison Nova from Zool is anti-synergistic because the Leyline Seal actually just helped deny that healing or that damage from Zool. Ardent Defender activated by Yrel. She's able to back away. Meanwhile, Zeratul in the top lane doing Zeratul things. Pushing up waves, grabbing camps, and in bottom, this is threat onto Medivh. Unfortunately, the portal is available, and Itrax and friends are fine for the time being. But Bahamut, you wouldn't get to explain to us how it's wrong if they fixed it. That's true. That is true. But Bahamut, you won't have anything to complain about. Ah, yes. 0 seeds to both sides. Another phasing is spawning here. Jaina finishes out a camp. Meanwhile, Varian will find a kill into this Yrel. Leyline Seal goes searching for enemy heroes extra. Now Gannis is going to use Blind as a bat to just back away. He's just like, I'm going to click left. Opaka improved Ice Block, but he's dead. But he is dead. Jaina, Yrel dead for the next 40 to 55 seconds. We might see a game number 3 here. We might. Feel like we have the momentum for a game number 3. Well, it's 9 apiece in kills. What's up, Zach? How you doing, bud? Camp's invaded and stolen away. Looks like Falstad's gonna hearth back to top lane, but the wave was just being pushed in. Seems like Medivh and Itrax will stick around here. Varian starts working on this camp.
I feel a sea
Uh-oh, wait, hold on. Nah, wait, hold on!
hero slain.
Where is it?
A singular strike.
Late game Zeratul, man. Late game Zeratul is terrifying. Oh, hold on. He gets the healing pathogen. He's not going to dive in any further, it looks like. Or is he? Stukov drops the lurking arm just in case Zeratul decides to return once again. 10-9 in kills, 23-22 in our levels. Let's go ahead and cycle through the numbers here. Leyline Seal. Nope. Either way, you got damage healing experience rolling through on the bottom of your screen. Hopaka will finish out this objective area, get the first of 3 seeds to their team. Urel in bottom lane will continue to soak up. We got Zeratul in the bush over here on the left-hand side, just in case the enemy does start to try and dive onto Urel in bottom. Medivh, just looking at the Medivh scouting, what they've actually got vision for. We know that there's a couple allies over there. We know the Zeratul's right here as well. Zeratul was fully invisible. He's got a little bit of a shimmer. Gets one auto onto the Falstad. And that forces out a lot of basic abilities. Well, it forces out a couple basic abilities. Barrel Wolf from Falstad, a little healing pathogen from Stukov. Force of Will from Medivh. Zeratul constantly threatening onto this Falstad, and you got to be careful. As I said, that burst ability from Falstad's really strong, or from Zeratul.
Shouldn't you be gathering that?
All right, Hopaka left over here, and this will be 2 out of 3 seeds for the members of Avoiding Same Heroes. Fully invisible on the Zeratul right now. He's completely still. Oh, Zeratul doesn't actually jump on him. Okay. Interesting. Maybe he just goes and steals the camp? Yeah, he just steals the camp. Ooh, a tense map number 2 here. It does feel like Stormlink and Jarius could take us to a map number 3. Hold up, that's a lot of damage on the Skizikid, and they won't be able to get the... Oh no, Leyline Seal, not Ardent Defender. Ardent Defender will be used. There was a Seraphim as well, but Carrion Swarm won't be able to activate in time. The barrel roll over the wall, that's a lot of damage into Urel. She will be taken down. Zeratul Jaina will manage to get 2 camps, but that was a nice double kill for the side of Storm League Enjoyers. They're going to close the gap in experience. And the big thing to note is that there's no talents to be gained, but it is going to be scaling factor. Oh, once again, we got our Zeratul floating around here. Jungling, if you will.
Splendid. Gather that seed for me.
And this seed will be given away, but it's not that big of a deal. It'd be 2 out of 3 seeds, so it's not like they're going to eat a Garden Terror phase. Jaina clears out bottom lane. 10 seconds on Mal'Ganis, about 25 on Urel. Top camp is slowly but surely cleared out. Zul push up this wave, and hold up. I see, I'm like watching, I like one eye on Zeratul on the minimap. Blinks back. He gets the dip, he gets the dive, he gets the dodge. He's out of there. Hold up, though. The allies are so far away. He just blinks away, though. Doesn't want to get trapped by that bone prison and rotated on by the enemy team. But does threaten that Zul health bar down quite a bit. And he'll be getting a healing pathogen out from Stukov. Well, it's Garden Terror to one of these 2 teams with a center objective. We've got our bush party set up. Actually, it's just anchoring between Urel and Mal'Ganis. Just trying to look at the setup here. As we also actually, let's take a look at the vision of our red team. D floating around, scouts out this camp.
Collect the seed and don't
Urel scouted out.
They don't feel a thing.
They're afraid of the Leyline Seal drop down, but it's not going to be happening. Zeratul on the right-hand side. Zeratul on the right. He's looking for that Falstad. Water Elemental has been casted. Urel jumps in. Falstad, he's going to be the target of Vish. There's a Force of Will applied to the Falstad. Leyline Seal is wasted, but keep in mind, Temporal Flux level 20. Zeratul is able to blink back. Meanwhile, Hopaka on the left-hand side is working on this Garden Terror phase. She'll be able to get this, I think, uninterrupted. Varian's going to be going in for this, but he has split himself so far from the allied team. Meanwhile, Mal'Ganis on the right-hand side is blind as a bat. The Wind Tunnel from Falstad! The Wind Tunnel is just perfect! And now Ardent Defender is pulled out from Yrel. This is another... Okay, unstoppable. Yrel jumps over the wall. Meanwhile in mid, meanwhile in bottom. Keep in mind, those camps are pushing in. Zeratul flank position, no wind tunnel. There's the blind as a bat onto a few enemies. The Leyline Seal from Medivh will come out as well. And Yrel is doing her best to rush on out of here. Get to a safe position, get some healing from Malfurion. Jaina is going to summon another Water Elemental. Mid keep is going to be going down. Bottom keep is going to be falling as well. If the Garden Terror phase goes over to the side of avoiding same heroes, this would be huge for them, but the Jaina's the one to get picked off. Zeratul, Yrel on the top right of our screen. Is Zeratul going core? He's going core. Zeratul's going core. Yrel, Malfurion, there's going to be a Hearth out. Yrel, does she get the delay? She doesn't onto Zul. Shielding is down. Yrel will fall. They're all in onto this core call right here. There's a Polymorph onto Zul. That is going to delay things out. Malfurion picked off by this Medivh. Zeratul Mending Strikes are not enough. Oh.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be us heading into a map number 3. Storm League Enjoyers pull out the victory right at the end. I mean, Jaina's death timer's low, but she doesn't get an ally until another, I don't know, 10 seconds after she respawns. This is looking like it will be map number 2 to the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Zeratul tried to make the YouTube play. It didn't work out. Wind Tunnel, Leyline Seal, Poison Nova from Zul. Mal'Ganis is back, but as I said, this core, it is going down, and I don't see a world where they actually stall this out. I mean, Jaina got a lot of good burst right there, but that is going to be still Falstad on core with auto attack build, and GG, well played. We go to a map number 3. Welcome back, everybody. We are here in map number 3, second best of 3 of the day in the lower bracket quarterfinals. Winner of this goes on to the lower bracket semifinals, which is already a team waiting for, well, the winner of this. I was gonna say for the side of avoiding same heroes, but honestly, Storm League Enjoyers really played that last map well. Battlefield of Eternity, we did see avoiding same heroes play this map earlier, and they did have a really good double support composition with Malthael. Granted, Stukov's been played, but they could go into, you know, Uther and something else with the Malthael once again. The Uther and Malthael was such a good combo. Lunara immediately banned away. The Storm League Enjoyers did their research here. For anyone that might be coming into the stream a little bit late, whoa.
Sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something.
Boo. Woken up now?
Scared the crap out of me. Am I woken up now? No, I could use many more hundreds of bits. That'll wake me up. No, I appreciate. Thank you for the 100 bits, ISO. Thank you very much for the generosity. So let's kind of recap what's going on in this while we have the ban phase going on. How we got to Battlefield of Eternity. The maps that were banned were Towers of Doom, Tomb of the Spider Queen by Storm League Enjoyers, Avoiding Same Heroes ban out Dragonshire and Infernal Shrines. Cursed Hollow was the first map chosen by Storm League Enjoyers, and they lost that. Storm League Enjoyers opted in for first pick in the previous map. Garden of Terror was chosen by Avoiding Same Heroes. Avoiding Same Heroes lost that map. And Avoiding Same Heroes went for map pick priority. So, as I said, there's something they want to do on this map. They have some sort of game plan to employ for Battlefield of Eternity, and I wonder if it will be that Malthael Uther we saw earlier today. Tyrael, Lunara, Cassia, and Whitemane all banned out. What is the opening pick for Storm League enjoyers for a map like Battlefield? Are they looking for a strong tank, a strong solo laner? Do they get a heal early on? Or is this going to be some sort of race hero for the map, like early Rainer or, okay, they're going to go Dahaka. I don't hate the Dahaka whatsoever. I honestly think he works on every map. A lot of people will be like, well, but Dahaka doesn't work on 2-lane maps. I don't know. His brush stock is still really good. This actually might be a tissue regeneration game, and then you go into like the essence claws and stuff like that. So I think this will be a very interesting Dahaka build. Chen Uther, as I had mentioned, probably Uther main tank. We'll probably look at a Malthael as well for avoiding same heroes, or at least that was what I liked what they picked in the previous series. An Alacat and a Mei. Okay, I'm not opposed to the Alarak. I love to see a good Alarak on a map like this. Wandering Keg Chen, I assume. Uther with Divine Shield. As we get into the ban phase, maybe target some healers. I don't think Ana's been played in the series. A nano-boosted Alarak would be a really bad time, so I would really recommend a ban onto Ana. Clearly they wanted Cho'Gall this map. I mean, technically... Foo Fighter, you're not out of your depths on that. Oh, it's so weird. Avoiding same heroes. I heard a noise of a ban, but I didn't actually see any ban on the screen. That's so weird. Avoiding same heroes, throwing away their third ban. All right. Anyways. Last ban on the left-hand side from our mid-phase, it will be Azul Jin. Okay, so no axes to be donated this game. Granted, they do have the Mei for a blind. I assume it's double support with the main tank Uther. Unless they do want to Cho'Gall it right here. The enemy team can still go into Tychus and stuff. I don't think you want to Cho'Gall. As much as I want it, they're not going to. Imperious Rainer, and the last pick I'm assuming will be a healer, like an Ariel or something like that for the Rainer. That'd be pretty good. Lieutenant Morales actually wouldn't be bad either. Yo! A stimmed Imperious could be terrifying. Confidence. What's our last? Haloran, there's your warning. I know you don't watch my stream, but there's your warning, Haloran. In the Deckard Cain, okay. Alright, Old Man and the Witch Doctor. Interesting draft coming out from Storm League enjoyers. Very interesting draft. Last pick, as I said, I actually would really like to see a Lieutenant Morales here. I think Lieutenant Morales could be huge. Grenade to poke at Alarak, split the Deckard Cain, stim onto Raynor, but it's probably not going to be because... Oh! Sometimes I big brain so good, chat. Sometimes my brain is so wrinkly. I can feel it on my scalp. I'm proud of myself, okay? I'm so proud of myself. Big, thick, wrinkly brain. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and load on into map number 3 in this best of 3 series. Let's go ahead and start up a prediction for all of you. Which team wins Battlefield of Eternity? Players are... Yep, okay, sorry. I was just looking at the sides. Players are on the correct sides. Okay, 5-head. It's like you know this game. It's almost like it's my job to talk about this game and make good analysis once in a while. Hopaka will play the Rainer here on the side of avoiding same heroes. Once again, the players and teams did swap sides. Back to the bracketed sides as avoiding same heroes I mentioned on the right-hand side. My playing Chen. We've got a Bish Imperious. Ren to play Lieutenant Morales, Skizikid Uther, and a... Who am I missing? I already got Hopaka Rainer. Alright, anyways, left-hand side, we got Storm League enjoyers, Aether on Dahaka. Bottom lane, it's Alvarez, Nazebo, Aryan will play that Lieutenant Morales. The Alarak, sorry, my brain just ka-chunked. Itrex on the Mei, who's going to go ahead and dance a little bit. And last but not least, Lavkal on the Old Man Uther. Extended Lightning level 1 does reduce the sadism, so you're down to 90 baseline. The Imperius accidentally took the wrong level 1. He went Consuming Flame. Your dad closer, you have to lurk for a bit. Hey, thanks for the lurk, Kalis. I appreciate it, bud. Out here with a large brain. It's so big, I can't see the green shells being thrown backwards at me. Wave of Light Uther level 1. It is life support for Lieutenant Morales, Consuming Flame on the Imperius, Exterminator for Raynor, and freshest ingredients on Chen. Nazebo's already at 33 stacks on Widowmakers. God dang. We do have a Sapphire out from Decker Kane. A very low Alarak gets a potion or two, but Raynor will have the penetrating round. And as FPS Doug likes to say, First Blood goes over to the side of Avoiding Same Heroes. Let's start up that prediction for all of you lovelies at home. The gamble has begun. Ash Mantle, as always, thank you for the gamble alert. Gamble's up and available. Get your predictions in. You got a minute and 30 from when you're hearing me talk about it to get the predictions in of what you believe for map number 3. Once again, the teams did swap back to original sides. Storm League Enjoyers on the left, Avoiding Same Heroes on the right. The prediction does reflect that. Itrex is trying to get out of here. Celestial Charge, sustained damage from Raynor. And Mei will fall. By the way, level 1 for Raynor. Basic attacks deal 50% more damage to minions, mercenaries, and monsters. Monsters are things like the Sky Temple Guardians, or the Immortals on Battlefield of Eternity, or the Punishers on Infernal Shrines. This is increased by 125 when Inspire is active. Also, passive, Inspire does not expire on friendly minions and mercenaries. So not only does Raynor have really good race potential, but he also can buff up his waves as they siege into these lanes. And Deckard, yeah, there's a lot of shapes on the ground between Mei and Deckard Kane. Alarak is able to back away. Let's take a peek into top lane really quickly and see how the solo laners are doing. Chen is just wailing away on Tahaka, forces the essence to be popped, but I think the Chen player knows he's not going to be able to burn through all that essence at the time being. Raynor Morales on the right-hand side. Unstable sustaining rounds for Raynor at level 4 here. We will also see Trauma Trigger on Lieutenant Morales, taking damage while below 40% HP. Grants 40 armor for 3 seconds. This effect is a 30-second cooldown, but the passive as well increased the healing provided by Caduceus Reactor from 2% to 4% of Lieutenant Morales' maximum health per second. I don't think I said that Caduceus Reactor thing right, but anyways, we'll do our best to flub our way through StarCraft terminology. Until someone's like, Bahamut, it's not centrifugal hooks. That's centrifugal. Or pneumonized glands. It's pneumatic glands. Alarak is full extended lightning build. He does have 1 stack on the level 1. He's got 3 negatively charged stacks from the level 4. The first half of the objective phase easily in favor of Avoiding Same Heroes. Falstad also says a monster between his legs. Don't forget that one. Is that like a pee-pee joke? Itrex a little low here. Morales' paint gun is trying to take down this Mei. Raynor on the right-hand side working through the objective, but Mei will go down. And as I mentioned, Hopaka's just going to do Hopaka things while the rest of the team zones for him. And Raynor finishes out the objective race. They'll have nearly 50% on their Belith, which will go to top lane. Big Bad Belith in the top lane. 13,700 points of health, 1,092 damage into structures. And the points of shielding is a what? Pneumonized glands. Yeah, pneumonized. About 6k in shielding. About 6k in shielding. Immortal, oh wait, hold on, Skizakid being pushed around, but Chen answers back with a flying kick of his own. Did go into Deadly Strike level 4, which synergizes with the level 1 Brew. Since you have the sustained Brew for, well, it's indefinite, and that level 4 increases your flying kick damage while you have Brew on Chen. Immortal in top lane gets holds about 75% of the fort. The minions help out a little bit. The camp will be grabbed over here on the right-hand side. 3-0 in kills, and avoiding same heroes. They'll have this invade onto the camp. It's even Talentiers for the time being. Celestial Charge in from Imperius to Haka, brush stalking into the flank on the right-hand side. Itrax will get some assistance here. There's a Sapphire, there's an Emerald applied by Deckard Cain, reducing the healing received to target by 75% for 4 seconds. Alarak will go down. Whatever sadism he had gained, actually none, because he doesn't have Show of Force level 4, so Alarak isn't really losing any sadism. He's just losing the opportunity to build up his negatively charged at level 4 and his extended lightning level 1 questing talent. Celestial Charge continues the engagement on the far side of this fort in the top lane. Lieutenant Morales keeping that healing going. And the fort does go down. Chen, very low, is able to mount up and get on out of here, and our next Immortal phase should be announced fairly soon. One of his voice lines says something about it watching, something about him enjoying the wind in his hair and the monster between his legs. I mean, there's some voice lines that are kind of questionable. I mean, I've put this one together. That's 2 different Asmodean voice lines that I've put together to make something sexual. There's other ones that I've made as well. Asmodean has like a whole folder of like grunt noises you can download. Anyway, Celestial Charge will start out this fight onto the Deckard Cain. Wrath of Angiris abducting the old man, and he's going to the retirement home. He can go tell everyone about how Microsoft is going to save HOTS. Dwarf Griffin Masters tells you to keep your feet in the ground. Oh, that is ironic, Wildfire. Oh, wait, flying kick in from Chen. He's got Wandering Keg off a cooldown, doesn't activate it. Stim, as I had mentioned, that's going to be... honestly, Stim on Imperius is kind of what I would like to see. Stim on Raynor's really good, but Stimmed Imperius I think could be really strong. Anyways, if you don't know, Stim Drone, cooldown 70 seconds, grant allied heroes 75% attack speed and 25% movement speed for 10 seconds. Microsoft is going to save HOTS, I know it. I know it in my old bones. Revolver, go back and eat some hard candies, okay? Go back to your retirement home room and get some hard candies. 16,200 points of HP and a full shield as well, which I think is the exact same amount. Good to see you, Revolver. Hope you're having a good day. Yep, same amount. Oopsies, wrong button. Wrong buttons. We also have Sadism Reduction from the level 7 Telekinesis Applied Force. So 80% baseline Sadism for Alarak. He's got a lot of poke damage potential. Pass me the Werther's original. I have hard candies next to... Dude, honestly, jokes aside, I don't mind hard candies at all. Those butterscotch, like when I was a kid, I loved those butterscotch hard candies. Oh, those are so good. I think I've just been an old man my entire life. Immortal is pushing in through top lane. The shielding has gone down. It's moving into melee mode. We have the Wrath of Angiris to abduct May. A drag will connect into Imperius. He's trying to back away. Gets the Divine Shield. Raynor will be hit with a stim. Stay well and listen from Deckard Cain. And that is Uther, the one to go down in all of this. The stim is about to expire. Hopaka and friends want to back away. The keep is still around 25% HP. Big double Celestial Charge right there. If you took the level 1, Bish would have had a kill for sure. When will these teams learn? When will these teams learn that if you take Imperius, you gotta go stab at level 1? Boz out here practicing his voice line for his next D&D character all today. I am. I can't get off the old man voice. I really can't. No, my next D&D character is a barbarian bard orc that has PTSD and will rage when too stressed out. And instead of it being like a bard that plays music, he's a philosopher because he's seen too much war. I think that's a fun character to play. That's down the road. Itrax jumped on by this Chen, pops the elusive Brawler as well. The top lane siege continues. By the way, I do believe we should get another announcement on another Immortal fairly soon, since the siege has been non-stop in this top lane. Wrath of Angiers will not connect. The Stay a While and Listen does. Uther will go down. Celestial Charge connecting into this Alarak. Avalanche from Mei as the Nazebo's traded. And the top lane keep has gone down. There's the Immortal announcement, as I mentioned. What's up, Hopeless? How you doing, bud?
There is no escaping.
All right, so I'm just skimming through the talents here really, really quickly. By the way, for anyone who's wondering, we've been talking about this quite a bit today, so let me go ahead and show you. Level 1, Impaling Light. Celestial Charge's final damage is increased by 75% and the cooldown is reduced by 1.25 seconds for each Valorous brand on target when the stun completes. You gotta go stab build. Also, the thing is, Bish on this Imperius is doing a really good job of landing those Celestial Charges, so I think that's the other reason I'm pushing so much for it. Because, you know, hindsight's 20/20. It's like, you're landing these double and almost triple Celestial... Oh, big slur! That would have been a kill. That would have actually been a lot of damage, though. Well, then big Stay a While and Listen opens up an opportunity to take down this Imperius, and they will be able to find it. Herodric Cube with the Emerald applied reduces the healing by 75% for 4 seconds. Meanwhile, there is a camp or two at the core. Dahaka's got to go deal with that. And we're back to a 4v4 around the objective phase. Stim for Morales is available. Wrath of Angiers is up for Imperius, but he's dead for the next 20 seconds still. There's the Stim. Divine Shield on to Raynor. Uther getting a little bit low. There's a Chen consumed by the Avalanche. That's a 0.5 second stun. You increase that stun duration per hero consumed, so you get 4 heroes inside that Avalanche. That's a 2-second stun. Blinds out from Mei. Still have a catapult on the core. Hopaka does go down. Uther will fall as well. And things are looking better and better for Storm League enjoyers in this late game of map number 3 in the lower bracket quarterfinals. As a reminder, loser of this map ends their run through Qualifier 5. Winner continues on to the lower bracket semifinal and potentially to the lower bracket finals, and then maybe to the grand finals later on. Still have 2 best of 3s and a best of 5 coming up for all of you. As Chen flying kicks in, a very low Dahaka gets the burrow, activates the essence, and Chen and Morales just can't get the value, Imperius and Morales cannot get the value they're looking for. Chen does go down. Uther just now respawning with Raynor, and honestly, I feel like avoiding same heroes just kind of chucked themselves at Storm League enjoyers, and they could have just been like, you know what? We eat this Immortal phase. We still have forts and gates up, most of our gate up and available. I feel like that was a bit of a little too aggressive. And maybe they were thinking, oh, we delay them out, the catapults end game, but it's still only 13 minutes in, so I don't even think that was the thought. Uther died, walked back and died again this fight. Yeah, you know, I actually had that realization too. I was wondering, oh, what did I just do? I was wondering, like, did Uther get redemption? Then I looked up, I was like, it's not even level 20. Like, he died, got into the team fight, then died again. That's just kind of, anyways. Sapphire and such. Decker Kane gets a scroll of ceiling. Here's a flank from Imperius, but there's also a Dahaka brushstock in. 1 second stun on the right-hand side. Divine Shield denies the Stay a While and Listen onto this Imperius. Excuse me, the Divine Shield. Sorry, I thought I phrased that backwards. Wrath of Angiers, but that might have been a disengage. No. Maybe? Yeah, I actually think the Wrath of Angiers was made. It was just to get away from the enemy team. Wandering Keg has split the Mei away, and I think Itrax is going to fall. Imperius has the sustained damage. Chen flying kicks in onto the Alarak. 108 sadism. 28 sadism could be lost here, as the base sadism for Alarak is 80 from the level 1 reduction, level 7 reduction, but the pure malice is helping out a little bit with that. Let's actually take a look really quickly. I think it's mostly from pure malice. Takedowns is 18% actually, and pure malice is only 10%. Oh, I was thinking it was backwards. Granted, that math doesn't check out, but, you know, we don't talk about math here. Alright, camp is cleared out. Nazebo at 96 stacks of baseline Voodoo Ritual. Dahaka might be discovered here. This is a really rough spot for the dinosaur to be. Actually, we'll be fine. I thought that Dahaka was going to get bursted down. Able to burrow away. Doesn't pop any essence. Does have the Lurker Strain. Mei, once again, is the target of this dive. This Chen, the Wandering Keg, right into the sidewall. That sidewall is broken. Stay a while and listen from Decker Kane opens up an opportunity for the kill into Imperius. Chen will be taking down himself. Have the members of Storm League Enjoyers crack through the armor. They have cracked through the armor of Avoiding Same Heroes. Slow from the Deckard Kane. There's an icing in from Mei. A lone Rainer to defend right now in front of this keep front gate. 30% from takedowns, 10% from allied deaths. So he's max sadism from the baseline. Or he's maxed out. He's maxed out his sadism from kills. There you go. Phrasing. Oh no, there's a catapult near the core. But yeah, this is going to be cleared out, I think, in time. Yeah. Dahaka's going to hearth out. Itrax will go get mana. Lavko will get full HP and mana as well in the Deckard Kane. And as I mentioned, it's looking good for Storm League Enjoyers to take this map number 3. They're clawing their way back into a potential reverse sweep. Granted, Morales is about to respawn, and this race is fairly close between both sides. Rainer's going to tag the camp with a penetrating round. Chen flying kicks over. Penetrating round to provide some vision. And that's a quick camp. Oh my god. Camp was finished. Camp was activated and finished by the time the Immortals got into their second stage. 20 talents here closer to the side of Storm League Enjoyers with their late game kills and Siege. Top lane does have a Fallen Shaman pushing through. Isolation from Dahaka will not connect. A good drag into Imperius. He's looking to back away. Avalanche from Mei. That's a 1-second stun on Chen and Rainer. Spiders are chasing around this Uther. There's a Wandering Keg from Chen to push back the enemies. Stim onto Rainer, but there's no allies around. It's a 10-second waste. It's just wasted. Unfortunately, it's just wasted. Looks like we're gonna get some taps onto the well, and Avoiding Same Heroes, they're gonna need to fight down 20s. Haka's clearing out top lane. That'll push in for the 20 talent here. He is showing up there, so getting a kill with the offset team fight could be the way of bolstering that experience back over to 20 for the side of Avoiding Same Heroes. By the way, it's Last Laugh or Hasty Bargain on the Alarak. We've got as well a Respect the Elderly Decker Kane Isolation upgrade with the Contagion, Avalanche upgrade with the Cascade, I think it is, and Gargantuan upgrade because Nazebo is nowhere near close to those stacks. The Humonganoid. But yeah, there's the Cascade. All right. Yeah, Alarak's going to defend. Dahaka will hearth out. He'll clear out this camp and such before it gets any permanent damage on the core. I do believe, yeah, they'll get some core scratching, but that's about it. But this Immortal, as I mentioned, will go to the more defended lane, so it's going to be top lane. Chen, what you doing, bud? He's currently jumping in the bottom lane so he can finish out the 20 talents here for the allies and also push up these catapults onto the keep front gate. Chen will probably hearth out, and Fort has to be given. No Rainer available for 17 seconds. I'd like to see Duskwing for Rainer level 20. Duskwing with the armor reduction is really, really, really strong. Chen is currently brawling out with Dahaka in bottom lane. Drag connects. Isolation is available. Okay. You know, tap Bush. He's got the movement speed buff. He's also got Feeding Frenzy and Elongated Tongue. Chen has to use Wandering Keg. He did go for Purifying Brew, level 20. There's the Duskwing for Rainer, which does reduce armor by 3 up to 30, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, by 3 for 1 second, stacking up to 30. Wrath of Angiers does not get the abduction. We also see the Unrelenting Descent for the Imperius. Stay well and listen with the Respect the Elderly connecting into our Uther. We have Imperius going down, Stim onto Rainer, but it's going to be Lieutenant Morales who gets the Divine Shield off of Uther. Unfortunately, Unkillable activated, she's still gonna go down. Trying to play underneath his tower shots, it's just not gonna work out. The Immortal's gone through the shielding. Uther will fall. Does he have redemption level 20? I don't know if I can't even find his model in the team fight, and it doesn't really matter because Rainer's gonna go down. The core has fallen. Oh wait, no, hold on. No, the core's still falling anyways. Core falls, the Immortal was cleared out, but GG's and Storm League Enjoyers reverse sweep. They move on to the lower bracket semifinals. It also stacks that negative 30 armor really fast. No, I agree. It also stacks that negative 30 butt really fast. Please, someone, please, for the love of Buttspot, somebody please clip that and put it in the Best of Buttspot channel, please. God, that is a quality. That is a quality Buttspot moment. You like Bahamut, Cass? Oh, Holken, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. Sorry for seeing that a little bit late. Hope you're having a great Sunday, bud. Speaking of, best of luck to all of you for your NFL teams this Sunday. Best of luck to anyone who's rooting and tooting for a team. Storm League Enjoyers did take that map number 3. The payout is pretty good to the Storm League Enjoyer believers.